This is episode 20. You're in the wrong one.
20.
We're in the wrong one. It's 20. Whoa. Alright. Because I'm slightly ashamed of this project, and I don't want it to be affiliated too much with the studio.
What? What?
I don't know.
What's stupid? Like give you a blowjob?
Being yourself.
You know.
For not putting my faith in somebody who doesn't deserve it. No, my nipple's dead.
Email me.
Yes.
Please and thank you.
Holly or Halls.
You are listening to the Friends with Issues podcast, where no topic is too inappropriate. Strap in and don't be a bitch.
The views and opinions expressed in the Friends with Issues podcast do not reflect that of Hal's cleavage, her muumuu, her jacked up.
Stop.
Oh, that's humanity.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one before from that button. That's interesting.
You're such a dick.
Welcome to Friends with Issues, episode 20, titled "I Hate You."
See, that's perfect.
Here's the thing. Didn't you use one of this? Didn't you use that title before?
But that's how I feel about you. I hate you.
You're just mad because you're wearing an ill-fitting muumuu, you know, despite the fact that you had your invasive plastic surgery. Okay,
That's not plastic surgery.
Yes, it was. Okay, remember we had. Okay, let's get into it. Hold on, we're gonna get into it right now. Where is it?
What are you doing?
I'm doing a rewind.
Oh no.
Oopsie.
Remember, you weren't supposed to click it so hard.
All right. Okay, let's get into it. Hold on, we're gonna get into it right now. Let's get into it. Hold on, we're gonna get into it right now. Now, we're gonna get further into it right now.
Friends with Issues Rewind.
Previously on Friends with Issues, Holly discussed getting 2 black eyes after her plastic surgery for her nose, and that's what I'm referring to. So
You're so stupid.
but the muumuu looks good on you, and
It does. It looks bad.
And your new nose looks good.
I have a
finally
very
healed.
cute nose. I would never touch my nose.
It's cuter now, that's for sure.
Listen, everybody can
Okay.
search on my feed and be like, nope, that's the same nose. Vibe is full of shit. Like usual.
Well, at least I'm
Full of shit.
consistent.
Alright, so anyway, let's just get into it, as you say.
That's what she said.
So, Instagram, you can follow us on Instagram. See, this time I'm doing it good because I wrote it down. Friends _ choke on that water. Friends _ with _ issues. And both the friends and the issues is with a Z. Shut your face.
Ooh.
Twitter, FISSUEz. And email friendswithissues@gmail.com.
Now, mind you, issues is not with an S, it's with a Z.
That's what I just said, but in English about 2.2 seconds ago.
I know, but I just want to make sure that they realize.
You won't just let me fly. You just won't let me do it. And
Because you're a peacock and I need to let you fly?
I don't know. Oh, they do fly. Never mind.
No, they
Continue.
don't. They don't.
Are you
they
sure?
Don't fly. Peacocks don't fly.
Well, I've seen them on top of roofs before.
That's probably because they climbed up there. Do peacocks fly? You know what? Email us, Friends with Issues. Maybe think of ostriches. Ostriches don't fly.
Ostriches don't fly.
Maybe I'm thinking of that, but I don't think peacocks
No, peacocks
fly.
actually do have to fly because, never mind. I'm not going to get into it.
I don't think
Don't
so.
believe me. If you
But you know what? I think, you know what? Google it.
I think
and
penguins and ostriches are the only birds that can't fly.
Turkeys don't fly. Do turkeys fly? Turkeys
You
don't
need to
fly.
fucking
Turkeys
stop.
they don't fly. Turkeys don't fly. Okay, I need you guys to send us. Hold on, I need you guys to send us an email with all the birds that do not fly.
Ain't nobody going to do that. They're going to
Okay?
say, you know what? He should get off his lazy ass and research it himself.
Because the audience that listens to us, they want to see Vibe fail. Okay, yes, I'm talking about someone in the third person. They want to see him fail, so they're going to send this email and they're going to prove me wrong. Correct?
I wasn't listening. What do you think?
Fantastic.
Okay, so our topics today are...
No,
Yeah,
audience
yes.
participation.
Already?
Always at the beginning, you just don't write it there.
Because don't touch my shit. I don't like it. It's all fuddy-duddy when you touch it. It's all spaced. I don't care what you're doing. No, that's mine.
No, but it's on my computer now, so I can alter it now. Wow, you are not prepared.
I'm not.
It's supposed to be.
Shut your face.
Hold on.
Shut your face.
It's supposed to be social
Shut
media
your
that audience
fucking
participation
pie-hole
because
face.
our audience wants to hear themselves while they hear us. Are you sure which one goes to which episode now? Because
why does it matter? Okay, so this is from Mitchell.
Mitchell,
Okay.
that I told you we're friends on Facebook now, right?
Oh,
And he sends me
so it's official?
And he
Oh,
sends
yeah,
me-
that's right.
He sends me random stuff on Facebook, and it's cool.
So it says, letter from HR. Mr. Vibes, we here at your place of employment do not condone the acts of self-pleasure, masturbation, edging, tugging, or autoerotic asphyxiation.
What's edging?
I don't know. Look it up.
That
I mean,
sounds-
we're not at work, so we can do it here.
Well, no, proxy surface here blocked it too.
What?
Nothing. Carry on.
Tugging or autoerotic asphyxiation while on company property and on company time. You are required to meet with human resources officials at 9 a.m. in the conference room this Monday coming up.
Well, I'd like to make it very clear that it's not on company time. If and when I ever attempt to...
You said you have, I thought.
Right, no, I've attempted to, but if and when I've ever attempted to, it's been on break. So it's not on company time. Maybe on company premise. Oh, snap! Let me stop.
Okay, wait.
Listen,
Wait.
Is more?
P.S.
Oh my god. Why is the P.S. bigger than the statement?
My love for history does not in any means make me a history buff, but I like to think I know my way around a historic event or two. Shut your face. Can I finish? In regards to the gas chambers of World War II, I do believe that mass murder was conducted in such places. There's still quite a few survivors whose stories correlate with what was documented in the history books. In short, gas chambers were separate from the furnaces where many in the Holocaust perished. Again, not a history buff, but I too love to passionately discuss history events and come out the victor. Love you guys, Mitchell. Love you, Mitchell.
I would like, out of much love and respect to
and
Mitchell,
he has served for our country too. Mitchell has.
I really
and
feel
thank
bad
you
for
for
him.
our service.
I do feel bad for him because nobody has attacked us yet. But let's moving on. And don't throw 9/11 in here because that's an inside job. But so let's be reasonable. Let's be reasonable. He says that there are survivors of the Holocaust that still corroborate the story, right? Is it at all possible to think, and let me stop this now, that them being humans are lying? Is it all possible to think that maybe these old folks are lying? I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, I can get 100 people together right now, and we can create fiction, and we'll keep it together forever.
You could probably call about 5 people.
Huh?
Nobody really likes you that much.
Well, if they want to, fuck the man, they will. So I'm just saying there may be survivors, as they claim. I'm not saying there wasn't concentration camps. I'm not saying any of that happened. What I'm trying to say is that I don't necessarily believe that these people were gassed. I don't believe that one country, the German country, while fighting a world war against half the world, also allocated resources, times, money, and funds to gas Jews. I'm sorry. I don't believe that. How can you believe that? How?
Because the guy was nuts.
Who was nuts?
No.
Who was nuts? Compared to who? Who determines what's nuts and what's not nuts? All he ever did is get up there and say, we're not going to stand for this. We're not going to do this. We're going to whatever. I mean, if you read if you listen to his speeches, and you get an authentic translation, he's not sitting there screaming to the world, I'm going to blow everybody up. It's, we will defend ourselves. We are a sovereign nation. We're not going to be pushed around. And if you guys want war, then we'll give you war. That's basically what he was saying, from as authentic as an interpretation as I could have found from transcripts of whatever he's said.
So what about those people are lying?
It's very true. So you have to take it all with a grain of salt.
So you have to believe what you want to believe.
No, you can believe what you want to believe to a point, but you also have to look at the facts. And the facts is that, from what I understand from the history that is written, Germany was provoked, as opposed to the story that you're being told that, oh, he invaded. No, when he invaded, I think it was Austria or whatever it was, they called it the Day of Roses, because he didn't invade Austria. He went in with his tanks, and they all gave him roses. They're all happy because they wanted to unify a unified Germany.
What do you think? Maybe they were scared to death? They're like, F it, we're going to give him roses?
Really? Really? Well, come on, really? So why did nobody else get scared to death of him and then say, okay, cool? Or why didn't they ask for help? None of that actually happened. You have to read. You can't read history as it is written in the mainstream textbooks. The winners decide history, not the losers. So he never survived to tell his side of the story. You're biased on Hitler based upon the history books from which the winners.
Okay, so can I say something that I read? It could not be true. I mean, that might be true. Whatever. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
That his bloodline, I guess the males in his bloodline somewhere refused to have children, so the Hitler's bloodline would stop.
Oh, I never heard about that, but I can believe it.
So I mean, if the things, you know what I mean, if that's his own bloodline.
Yeah, because they might suckle at the teeth of what they claim he did, what they claim he did not do. So the fact of the matter is, the man never lived to tell his side of the story. The man never lived to say, you know what, this is why I did what I did.
He didn't get to go on Dr. Phil.
No, that too. But I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. You have to sit down and really think. World War II, it's Germany, it's Japan, and I think, what was it, Italy? And then they turned cold.
I failed history, so
it was like 2 or 3 countries, and they all fighting on their own side. So it's not like it's like Japanese fighters were fighting in Germany's front, and it really wasn't that way it worked. Germany's fighting a world war. They're one front, and they're going against the other half of Europe. That's multiple countries. I'm asking you right now, logically, I don't care how nuts you think he may or may not have been. Do you really believe that Germany could have fought a world war against multiple nations and waged a campaign of extermination for one particular religion?
Yes.
Okay.
My answer, Alex, is yes.
Why do you feel so?
I don't know. Let's go. Let's carry on.
Why?
I don't like history. I don't care about history.
I'm talking about personal opinion. I'm asking you for your opinion based upon that. It's like
that if I think that he did,
could he do? Would
I can't give an opinion because I really have not investigated it.
Because you don't care.
No, I do. I have actually. See, I don't even want to talk. I'm gonna sound so fucking stupid.
So what? What do you think scholars? This is Friends with Issues. You think scholars are listening to this?
No, but I'm just saying, like, okay, there was, I don't know if it's, God, I'm going to sound such an asshole, but I don't know history that well.
Okay.
So what is, when it's World War II, isn't there like a day that, not that we celebrated, but is it Veterans Day? Anyway, it was one of those days that we have the day off or whatever, and or maybe it wasn't a day off. All I know is that I was watching TV, and I was watching this thing on World War II. And I was floored. Like, I didn't know any of that shit went down. Yeah, I went to history class, but I didn't pay attention. I failed and called it a day. But, so I can't really speak on what I think because I only heard what people say and, like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I really have no room to talk about any of that and what I believe.
I think I'm spelling Holocaust wrong. There it is, Holocaust.
So anyway,
and again, I'm not technically a Holocaust denier. You know that exists, and you know they can get.
No, but I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the gassing and all that stuff with the people.
What I'm asking is for a little bit of common sense. Is it possible that he decided? Yeah, it's very possible. Is it really possible that the concentration camps were documented, but there's no documentation.
But there was some other dude. There was some other dude that was like his BFF or something.
Yeah.
And he was right behind him,
yeah.
So he could have been doing some of that. There could have been multiple people doing it.
It's possible. It's possible that he never even knew.
I was just gonna say that he might have not even known.
He might not even have known.
And they could have just said, "Listen, Hitler is my boy," and this is what he said.
There are pictures of emaciated-looking Jews. You know, I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's disgusting. Mm-hmm.
Right. That's not a picture of the Holocaust. That's a picture of starvation at the end of the war because they couldn't fund the camps anymore. And I think not polio.
But why was it only Jewish people?
What?
That he stuck in the camps?
Because actually the Jewish people were screwing with the country. If you actually read the history, not the history. If you read old news articles from the U.S. and from Germany. There's actually one headline that says the Jews wage war on Germany. This is before World War II. They were waging an economic war. They actually had a lot of economic clout in Germany, and because when Hitler got into power, he was basically throwing shade at them. So they said, "Screw you! I'm going to mess with your country. I'm going to introduce pornography."
Why can't we just get along?
So,
why can't we just chill?
Listen, there's a whole conspiracy theory about the Jews in general and how nasty they are and how much control they have. There's a lot of things like that.
That's what I heard. I hate to say this. This mean and nasty, but I've heard like some people say, and they're not, and I don't think that they don't like Jewish people. What is it, anti-Semitic or something like it's called?
Anti-Semitic. By the way, Jewish people are not Semites. You can't be anti-Semitic when Jews aren't Semites. That's a long story.
Okay,
we'll get into that
later.
later.
I've heard that the reason a lot of people, I hate to even say this, God, this is awful,
right,
but some
course.
people have said, thank goodness he did, because the Jewish people that he went after or whatever were gonna basically try to take over the world, like they knew secrets, and that's why when they start getting all crazy, I'm like, I don't want to hear, I don't want to hear, I don't want to know, I don't want to know.
But it's reality. If you look at our Hollywood, the Hollywood movie system, it's controlled overwhelmingly by Jews.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty then.
The Hollywood movie system actually began a lot of the
so all these
popular
so all
culture.
these men that are molesting all these boys and little girls that are in Hollywood, they're all Jewish.
They're not all Jewish, but I mean, but it's the truth though. I actually read an article about it's just an alternative media article about the Star Wars franchise and how I can actually even bring up the friggin'
No, we'll stay on track.
we can okay
Stay
well
on track.
this actually is we should be doing this as a conspiracy file.
All right, so then let's write it down.
Throw that in there. Hold on.
We're not doing that right now.
I know, but I'm playing around. We might as well.
Wait, what do you mean? What's going on?
I'm putting the conspiracy file thing in there.
We're really so then. No, we already have a conspiracy.
I know we're gonna do it again. I'm just having fun.
I know we're having fun, but we have 3 we have to do.
We're not doing 3. It's not happening. Conspiracy file.
All right, so then let's write it down.
Throw that in there.
Yeah, cut me out saying let's write it
Yeah,
down.
hold on. Conspiracy file.
All right, so then let's write it down.
Throw that in there. Hold on. Throw that in there. Hold on.
I need stress balls right now.
Throw that in there. Hold on.
Conspiracy
These are really
files.
big. Aren't you supposed to be able to twist them around in your hand?
Might as well, right? So what we were saying?
I don't even know where you were going with this.
I know I've gone everywhere, but I was saying that what they were saying about the Star Wars franchise is that the last 3 movies overwhelmingly it was like a Jewish producer, Jewish director, Jewish producer, Jewish director. And what is the odds that so many Jewish directors would be handling Star Wars when they only make up a small percentage of the U.S. population in relation to the entire population? They said what? They said no black directors, no Latino directors, no not even any white directors could have handled it. You have 3 of the most popular movies coming out. It was The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and Rogue One at the time. And those 3, J.J. Abrams, he's Jewish. Garth Edwards, I believe he was Jewish too, or half Jewish, and then you had all these different ones. I have to go look it up again, but yeah, they have a foothold in our entertainment and entertainment, TV and everything like that. It messes with our minds. It creates a society norms and everything like that. So back in the day when it comes to Germany, it's the same thing. They kind of had to control the newspapers. They kind of had control of whatever. And they were introducing these ideas that was pissing off Hitler. But then again, Hitler was funded by friggin' George W. Bush's grandfather. So I don't know.
Hey,
it's one big
leave the white people out of
thing.
here. Listen, real quickly, the Holocaust survivors now. There's a few left, right?
Yes.
When this happened, how old were they? Were they kids or they weren't adults, right?
No, they were kids.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like
kids that
yeah, like
that's it.
maybe 5, 6, maybe 7 at the
Okay.
most. So I know where you're getting at with that as well, but they just they can show the tattoos on their names. But what I'm trying to say is we have to think logically about certain things, and before you call somebody a madman, try and figure out what brought them to that point. I'm not saying he was good or he was righteous or that he did was right or that what they claim he said was wrong. But what I am saying is, and I tell this to my kids all the time, think for yourself. And that's my phrase. Listen to everything, believe only what you can prove. And I'm sorry, I'm going to take what the winners of this war says with a grain of salt because, they have constructed the narrative. We don't have him here. He never, I mean, whether you believe he survived and went to Argentina or wherever, or the Antarctica, or if he actually died, by committing suicide, even though I don't think they ever found his body.
What do you mean?
I don't think they, what?
What do you mean they didn't find his body?
I don't remember.
I thought him and his girlfriend or whatever.
They say he
poisoned
committed
him.
suicide, but there's a conspiracy that either they never found his body or that the body that was found was never positive.
There's a conspiracy file on every single thing in the freaking world.
There is, but I mean,
it's too much for me.
I'm just saying. But that's the thing. You got to think alternatively. Are you going to take what you're going to hear at face value, or are you going to go a little deeper? Just a little.
This
deeper.
thing smells like bacon.
What?
This.
Yeah, because I made a huge thing. So, with that being said, you know what, Mitchell? Thank you so much for that. That got me on a roll. We did a rewind and a conspiracy theory all in one.
Mitchell's the man.
This is probably the best first 17 minutes we ever had. Usually it's nonsense.
Yeah.
if you're still listening. All right, Holls, what are we talking about today?
A man fight. Oh my god, I already fucked it up. A man faces criticism. You know what? I need my glasses. That's what it is. I'm blind as a bat.
Where's your glasses?
All the way in the other room.
Oh well.
Man faces criticism for setting up GoFundMe page. Facebook selfie saved this man from spending 99 years in prison. I think they over-exaggerated. Stupid news. American killed by an isolated tribe. And let me tell you, I'm obsessed with this story. Obsessed. So it's not really stupid news. I thought it was stupid news when I first read it, because you'll see. But anyway, I'm obsessed with the story. So anyway, Vibe's wedding failed. No, he did not get married, because I would not be sitting here next to him.
I am not looking forward to retelling this story.
And you know what? I'll discuss that in a second. Stranger trying to make money off a little boy. That didn't sound right, but whatever.
That's what's up.
North Carolina school with widespread chickenpox outbreak and conspiracy file the moon. So about the wedding fail, about that you not being married. I was talking to somebody at work, and they're like, oh, God, whatever. I don't even care how it comes out. So, when you meet other women and whatever the case and whatever.
You mean when I live my life?
When you go off and bang some woman.
So when I live my life, understandable.
When you're getting your dick wet, okay? People.
I'm just living my life.
Some of my close friends, like Kayla. Well, only Kayla. Well, I have other friends, but Kayla's always like, this doesn't bother you? I'm like, no, why? She's like, it doesn't? I'm like, no. I go, but now, if the bitch try to get close to him, I go, that's when I got a problem with it. She goes, so you're telling me you don't care if he has sex with anybody, but as soon as she gets close, I'm like, oh, no. Bitch will not get close to him. I don't give a damn. So, no, he will never get married unless it's to me. And you know who the fuck I'm talking to, bitch?
Ooh. Who are you calling out at this point?
Really?
Who you, Crazy Train?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I'm just like, who are you potentially talking to?
She probably already has your flowers picked out. She probably knows what dress she's gonna wear.
I don't think so. I really don't think so. But I'm glad you think she thinks so.
Okay.
So, all right, we're gonna.
She's probably outside listening right now.
Oh.
And it's raining too. Okay.
Jealousy's not a good look for you.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, carry on.
Listen,
carry on.
She just needs to keep moving, keep going. But ain't that she can't compete with me. She may be giving you sex, but what's that? Why
she can't compete with me?
With me, yes.
What is happening?
Yes,
here?
I am the only woman in your life. That's it. That is it.
Hold on. Whoever said
I am the only woman in his life. That's it.
When was this being a competition? What are you talking
It is
about?
because I don't like when she takes time away from me. It drives me nuts.
What?
That's why I don't care.
Right,
that's why. Listen.
Shut
Shut your face. That's why I don't mind when it's 11 o'clock at night till like 5 o'clock in the morning. Because now it's starting to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and texting you.
When was this?
The other day I started texting you.
Oh yeah, you did.
No, actually I text Kayla and she's like, "What the fuck were you doing up at 3?" I'm like, I didn't even tell you. Oh my god, never mind. The alarm went off. I couldn't go to sleep. The morning for that, it went off at 6 o'clock. The house alarm.
We are off the rails.
Okay,
here.
anyway.
So many different things that we're talking about.
Listen,
I will be editing the hell out of this. I want you to know that.
All right, just send me a screenshot. I don't care.
All right, cool.
All I know is that I'm the only one for vibes, so just keep it moving. I don't mind if you come over and give him sex. I'm cool with that. But other than that, it's not happening.
That sounds so weird, but because I know you, it makes sense. So, because I know you, it makes sense. Our listeners are going to be like, this is the dumbest, most ridiculous thing.
Kayla's going to have something to say.
Oh, well.
And I would like to say hi to Leslie. She just got a promotion, and I'm uber excited for her.
You go, Leslie, whoever the heck you are.
Anyway, I talk about Leslie every single time.
To who? Where?
Really?
Leslie?
Yeah, I always mention Leslie's name.
No, you don't.
Oh. Leslie, when you hear this, you are more than welcome to email in and tell him off. I think even last time, I'm like, hi, Leslie. Anyway, let's carry on.
I don't know any of your people, so...
That's good. They don't want to know you anyway.
Oh, yeah. This is coming from the same person who ruined my Dillard's outing because you wanted to parade me around.
I didn't want to parade you. You know what? Go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Nobody want to parade you around.
You know I never went, right?
I know. I don't give a fuck. That's your fault. That's your fault.
No, it's your fault.
It's not my... I didn't stop you from coming. I did not stop you from coming.
You didn't stop me from coming. You gave me the 3rd degree, and you made me feel bad that if I came and I didn't go around your little...
No, I just told you what my boss wanted to meet you. That's it.
That's what you said after the fact. At first,
right, because
you said everybody wants to meet Jason.
I'm gonna fucking introduce you to 70 people in the department.
And I said...
No, you're not that popular.
Hold on. And I said, Holls, I'm in my clinic outfit. I hate this outfit.
Right, and then that's when I was like, okay. But you know what? You told me that like 50 minutes after the conversation. If that would have been the first comment you wrote,
that's not true.
The bullshit.
That's
bullshit.
not true.
Kayla, please pull up that email and send it to me now. Okay. Kayla, send it to me.
I will send it to you. Why is she gonna send it to you?
Because I forward her everything you say to me.
You're such a typical woman.
Can we get on?
22 minutes and we haven't gotten into a single thing.
That's why we need to do this before my mini monster wakes up. Okay, so a man faces criticism for setting up GoFundMe to buy Christmas gifts for his family. Gips, that's right. It's the new.
Has nothing to do with your glasses. I can know that for a fact.
Do you want to read this? Yes.
Oh my god.
Stop. All right, so a father of 5 set up a.
Women. Oh, what you hit me for?
Why would you say something mean like that?
Because you just grabbed your chest sensually. You're gonna leave me here. You're not gonna touch me at all, okay? And you wonder why I have to go seek services from other women.
Services? What, are you paying them now? God.
No, we here at FRIENDz that I condone.
We do. If anybody knows of a new back page, there's got to be a new one.
Probably. But let me can we talk about this? How do you know you're not being set up by the cops?
You don't. You just take that risk. You go to jail and you bail yourself out for like $100. You probably just blew like 7 guys for the day, so you probably have $1,000 on you already.
No, not the woman. The guy. Isn't it entrapment?
I think that's why they can't.
Are you sure?
Oh, I don't know. I've never called anybody.
I'm being real. Not that I'm at all interested in paying for sex. What I'm saying though is that I'm thinking about it. I'm like, okay, this back page and this whatever. And you had told me about it. By the time I had looked it up,
I know it sucks.
It was shut down. But how does a man know that when he's reaching out to some random girl with a picture that's hot, not about what she looks like, but that she's not like the authorities? So when you go there, it's like a sting, like How to Catch a Predator. How do we know it's not like that?
Maybe one guy. Listen, first of all, some of these guys are drunk, right?
Right.
They're probably shit faced, so they don't give a fuck at that point. And then probably when they do it, they probably refer their boy to do it. Did I tell you? Wait, did I tell you? Did I motherfucking tell you that Don used to drive one of those girls around when he was with me?
He was
Yes, motherfucker. He drove this bitch around.
Was she hot?
I think she was nice looking.
Really?
Yeah.
Carry on.
No, I don't know. She wouldn't have. She's not your type. She was older. She had a kid. But I'm not. I wasn't trying to. Do you think I'm trying to wife this up? No. I'm saying that.
Older, she's a kid.
No, just. I don't think she would have been. She wasn't like something that I know that you'd pay for. You'd be like you'd fuck her, but not that she. I'm trying to say not that she's not hot.
Right.
But if you're gonna pay that money, you're gonna be like, no. I want that. I want the
league. Right.
Yes.
Okay.
That. Yeah. So anyway, I didn't know about this, and I guess he felt guilty about doing it, and told me.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. What do you?
No, I'm not saying that what he was doing was right, but he
right. He did. He was very guilty.
Okay.
So because he would be like, I gotta go do something. I'm like, what do you mean? What are you gonna go do something? And usually I didn't question, but I'm like, all right, whatever. And I didn't. Because I feel like if you're in a relationship, you have to trust that person.
Right.
Until they do something not to trust. So I trusted him.
Oh my God! Say that again. You
now you fucked me all up.
I'm sorry.
I believe that in a relationship you have to trust that person no matter what until they give you a reason not to trust them. You can't go into a relationship not trusting.
Absolutely.
There's
absolutely.
So if
I totally agree.
Listen, let's say you and I ever got together and I know you
again, I
would trust. What?
Nothing. Carry on.
I would trust you. Even if you disappeared like if I called you at 12 o'clock and even when you do that now, the only time I do get worried is like if I think you're going on like a little excursion and then I'm calling you at 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't think, I'm just like, oh my God, I hope the bitch didn't bury him or he got run over by a car. But even then, even if we did get together and I called you, I would not, the first thing that would come out, well, who are you with? No, I'd be like, I wouldn't even be like that because.
What you're saying is there was to hone this in that if you, for instance, was busy or didn't respond,
or you were working,
or your phone just has no service, and it goes
or maybe you just didn't want to talk. Maybe you didn't want to talk at the time. Maybe you wouldn't immediately go thinking that
negative.
Okay,
I mean, this is actually completely out of the norm. You just happen to say something that resonated with me.
No, because there's no reason to think that when I go in a relationship, I'm like, listen, if you want to cheat on me, just leave me.
That's
You
what
don't
I- yeah,
need to
that's
be
what I
with
said
me.
too.
Just leave me. We don't got to be together. I'm cool with that. It's fine. Why would I want to be with someone that doesn't want to be with me? Period. So I can't go into the relationship thinking what, like, I don't want to mention Don's name, but the shit that Don did to me. You're not him. You are not him, and you're not going to do the same things that he did.
So what you're saying is there's no reason why you should feel a certain way, and then use your past experience as justification for why you're suspicious about your new partner.
Exactly. No.
Fantastic. I'm glad you said this. I'm sorry.
No, but it's true. But it's true. It is true.
Okay.
You can't. And I think I've done that before. But with Don, the relationship before that were shitty. But I'm like, you know what? Even his mom was like, he's not working. She'd always want to cause drama. He's not working. He's da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I said, listen, first of all, it's none of your business what he's doing right now.
Oh.
And you know what? If he's cheating on me, then that's on him right now. And let me tell you that, I don't know what happened. I don't know if his mom called him, but he starts sending me pictures. He's like, I swear to God, I'm in this house and I'm not cheating. I'm like, dude, first of all, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I wasn't worried. I'm like, I believe you. I have no reason not to trust you.
Exactly.
I know it's 10, 11 o'clock at night. I know you're working. You told me you're working because he fixes whatever, this and that. So I'm like, there's no reason. That's it. So anyway, I don't know how the hell we got on this. So
you're a sensible woman, which is kind of weird because sensibility is not really.
I know something's wrong with me,
but that's very sensible.
I don't know how we got on that subject.
Okay, so back to the man facing the GoFundMe. All right, repeat this again.
Okay, so a man faces criticism for setting up a GoFundMe to buy Christmas gifts for family. A father of 5, he's got 5 kids, set up a GoFundMe to help pay for his children's Christmas presents. But now people are criticizing him for crowdsourcing his holiday.
Why?
So I guess.
I mean, there's GoFundMe pages for everything now.
Well, let me tell you, I don't know if you watch. I know you don't watch it, but Love and Hip Hop. Oh my God, what's her name? God, I forgot her name. Anyway, it's the Puerto Rican princess. She calls herself.
Hell yeah.
She's got money.
Yeah.
She just had a kid from Faith Evans' new husband.
Oh,
I forgot his name.
That sounds.
Anyway, he's got money.
Yeah.
She's got money. She lives in Miami, as a matter of fact. She was on Love and Hip Hop. She quit it.
Okay.
So if you're on a TV show, reality show for a couple years, you got money.
You got money.
You got a baby from somebody that's rich too.
Right. So,
okay.
So you got good animals.
Do you know she put up a GoFundMe page and said, "You guys want to donate for like my birthday?" So if people are donating to people that we work 9 to 5, we got a lot of bills.
You know
they
what?
were donating for her birthday. They gave her money. Why is it that this man of 5 is getting shit, but this bitch was that was okay though?
Hypocrisy.
Like, listen, and the thing is that some people were saying, listen, if you want to donate, you can. That's not a force.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at him because he's smart.
Yeah.
I'm sure he didn't. He has 5 kids. I was really upset. While you go on your rant, I'm gonna see if I can find that.
No. I'm going on my rant. No, it's not a rant, but I'm saying that I mean, there are worse things that people put up GoFundMe for, and it is what it is. Yeah, is it? I don't even think it's bad form. I mean, I should have done that, man. I mean, I kind of been a little broke myself for a little bit, but I should have done.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should see what happens.
Yeah, let's do it. Issues GoFundMe page.
I was just gonna say that.
Okay.
Then we can get the video cameras in the cars for it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Maybe repair my big camera, which is kind of down for the count. I can't believe I busted it at an event. But
Jocelyn, that's her name. Now I'm gonna look her up. Jocelyn,
what are you gonna do?
I would just continue. That's fine. I'm gonna see if I can.
I don't know what do you want me to say. I mean, I think it's the stupidest thing in the world. I mean, he rose over $2,400 in 3 days. So that's good. In a state, he goes. I don't like the feeling of being a charity case. He told Hull Live. I don't like the feeling of like I'm begging. While his GoFundMe appeal was a success, it rose $2,500 in 3 days. That was his goal. So many people online believe the request is outlandish, as Christmas should not be solely about the gifts. Are you serious? After all, they say it's the experience of something more than the meaning of having a gift. Give me a break. Just give me a break. Yes. All the Hallmark stuff and the hugs, and it's a season for giving. Give me a break. You have kids, and I'm telling you right now, if your kids, knowing what the holidays are, knowing that they're going to be going to school, are going to go, oh, well, my dad gave me the gift of giving, Come on. One critic tweeted, He set up a fundraising page to buy Christmas presents for his children. I think this shows everything that is wrong with society and sending out the wrong message to his children.
That's
why? How? Actually, I would think that if he was honest and said, "Hey guys, listen, kind people out there help me buy these gifts for you," I think that sends out a message for society in general, saying there are nice people out there. That's what I would say. Another woman commented, "You were shameful. $2,000 on ISSUEz and begging for it. I spent $100 each for my kids, and they have a great Christmas. Can't believe the Muppets. I can't believe the Muppets that have the Muppets. Oh, Muppets or puppets." I don't know. I can't believe in the Muppets that have donated to you. Disgusting. Hope your kids are thoroughly embarrassed by you. You want to know what that is? That's anger from a woman who didn't think of it first.
exactly.
I'm being real.
Yeah.
I'm being honest with you. Because even me, I'm kind of a little salty right now. Because I was dragging my ass to get presents for my kids this year. Because, my car broke down and crap. And you didn't see me going out there. But that's just me. I have too much pride. I'm really stupid about that. But I'm a little salty. Because, look, he got $2,000. I don't need $2,500. But if he did it, and what, he probably would just put like a post. I could have made this nice video of myself.
Yeah.
I could have made it.
You could have cried.
I could have cried. I could have put some nice little melody. I probably could have raised money. I could have probably raised the money to pay for my car repairs and my camera repair and still buy all my kids presents. Okay, so you guys need to tighten up. It was a good idea, and again, GoFundMe, you're not forced. He was honest about it. He didn't sit there and say, "Oh well, no." If you gave, you gave. And how's it any different than donating to Toys for Tots or whatever it is? Not to say it's the same thing, but I am saying though is it's a donation. It's a donation. It makes you feel better.
See, look at this girl. This is Jocelyn Hernandez. She was asking for money.
Let me see.
She's hot. She used to be a stripper in Miami.
That makes sense.
And then she got on Love and Hip Hop, and now she's.
Let me see a full. Yeah. She's good. Yeah. Well,
she's ghetto as all hell though.
She looks like it.
But she asked through here somewhere on one of these pictures from her birthday. She asked for money, and they kind of flipped on her. But she's got money. Like this guy probably didn't have enough money, and I don't know. People are pissed. I think it's ridiculous.
Listen, let's even say even if he had money, we don't know what his financial situation is. The point of the matter is, he didn't sit there and give some fake story. He said what it was for. People donated. That is it.
And even if it's lying, that's on him. And if you donated, you donated.
And in reality, when you donate, you don't really know where it's all going
right.
to begin. I'm being honest. I even had this conversation with the coworker where for United Way. Not to say there's anything wrong with United Way, but you know how our day job does in United Way. And I said I don't ever donate to charities because I don't know where my money is going. I don't know where it's going. If I'm going to donate, I'll find somebody in my area and I'll do it, and at least I know where it's going. And so look, you know where it's going, or you don't know where it's going. The donations are more for your peace of mind than it is. I don't know how many people will donate and then actually say, let me get an audit of your book. Show me where every one of my dollars went.
Yeah.
Nobody does that. I mean, can we be reasonable?
No.
Nobody does that. So you just did the
Toys in the Sun Run.
Toys in the Sun Run. Now, after you doing Toys in the Sun Run, how much? When do you follow up with?
Let me tell you, there was people donating left and right there.
Right, but have you followed up with it? Do you know where it's going?
No, because I don't. It's not going to affect my.
That's my point.
I go there to get people drunk.
Exactly. You did it for the occasion, for the nicest of it, and that's it. It was a one-time thing. You feel good about your conscience. You're moving on. You don't ever think back. I wonder where all those toys.
There wasn't even that many toys either.
Really?
I think the toys. I think they do give them out though at Joe DiMaggio because I think they have like a Christmas there for the.
No, I'm not
but
saying
more
it doesn't
for the money.
happen. I'm not saying at all it doesn't happen. What I'm saying though is how many people who donated, how many people who volunteer their time after the event is over, then follow it.
Right.
Reach back out and say, hey, listen, so, can you quantify my time? Or where did these... Remember I saw somebody brought a Tonka truck in. Where did that Tonka truck go?
Oh, God, could you imagine?
Just not even just
I'm sure they already have a spiel ready for it when you ask.
Oh, of course.
I'm sure there's some people.
Of course they do. Or maybe they actually will be able to give you a track down for it. Who knows which batch. So, that's a lot of tangents right there. So, let's move on.
That's all you, buddy.
It is?
Yes, it is.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, you sent it to me.
All right, it's on me. Facebook selfie saved the man from spending 99 years in prison. Don't remember what this is about, but let's read. A man facing 99 years in prison for a violent crime he did not commit was cleared of wrongdoings thanks to a Facebook post selfie taken by his mom. I remember now. Okay, so long story short, Home Slice was Is this with his girlfriend? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
well, no, he hadn't gone out with this girl since
a while.
like years, I think.
Right. So basically, he hadn't spoken to his ex-girlfriend in 2 years, and he only dated her for 6 weeks. That was back in high school. That was when they were 17. She then, he even unfriended her, and they didn't even talk. So all of a sudden, she accuses him of, where is it? She accused him of
2 years they hadn't spoken. They were dating for 6 weeks in high school.
Yeah.
He was 17, she was 15.
Okay, she accused him of breaking into her home and coming to her aggressively and pushing her to the ground and punching her in the face and then cutting her with a box cutter. That's what she accused him of.
She could hear the slices being made.
Yes, she could hear it. She accused him, and he went to jail. And he was there for a little bit. And even though he had an alibi, even though he said it, his mom said it, they didn't believe him.
$150,000 for jail bond.
Yeah, for bond, yep.
Over the next 9 months.
Yep.
I guess they waited to 9 months. I guess they got it to wait to if they were going to find him guilty.
Yep. So it's the crap out
First
of him.
degree felony burglary.
Yeah,
burglary. Whatever of a habit. What is that?
What are you reading? I don't know where you're reading.
Oh, right here. Habitation with intent to commit additional felonies,
right.
which carries 99 years, which sounds kind of weird, but...
So she insisted that he wasn't there for the crime, which is his mother, and that they were together on the 20th at 7:20 at the time of the alleged attack, which I find weird because if they were at the Renaissance Austin Hotel, right? Why would you need a Facebook selfie? There's security cameras that could have picked him up.
Maybe they weren't... Maybe during that time...
What? 7:20? All hotels have cameras.
No, I know, but... Listen, this thing was kind of... Is this in America? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it is. Thankfully, she went out, she logged in, she checked in, and you guys, and let me tell you right now, you and all the other friends that I've got, quote-unquote friends, always laugh at me or talk about how I like to check in on full social media wherever I go. It's just my thing. In this case, his mom checked in at social media with him, took a picture with him. They have a timestamp. And Facebook, and they were able to go to Facebook and what's it called? The geo track it to see that he was there, and it saved his life. And it geo tracked his text messages too to see that that's where he was, and he wasn't there, and he got off because of that. Well, not that kind of get off, but you know what I'm saying. So
you know what pisses me off? Look, CJ's parents have paid about $250,000 in legal fees, and CJ's application to the U.S. Army was denied due to the charges.
Yep. But of course,
But look, first of all,
yeah,
come on, look at that. Does that look like she was struggling? We're looking at a picture of him cutting.
Yeah, we're looking
if I was a police officer, it's all shady. The things that went down because if I would have seen them, first of all, you weren't moving. Yeah, I mean that is an X.
That's an X, and that's a pretty darn good X. And it looks
it's so weird.
Well, I mean, which is weird because if that's 17, I don't know, but that's what I say because you don't know who you're dealing with, and you don't know what when you leave somebody what their mind is. So who knows?
But 2 years?
Maybe that was the best 6 weeks of her life.
Let me tell you. First of all, bitch would have to pay me back. That I would go after her. I would go after her ass and sue her till the day she died. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, but if somebody sued me for that, I would never be able to pay that back because
that's right. Every time you wrote that check, you think, fuck.
So I'm just saying.
Oh man.
So yeah. So listen, guys. Moral of the story
check in, even when you're cheating. Check in, man.
That is the moral of the story. Wherever you are, check in on Facebook and take a selfie.
Yeah. Jeez. Look, more updates.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, please don't. I don't even want to talk about
There's 19 of them.
All right. I mean,
I cannot wait to talk about this.
That belongs to it, but we're going to move on to...
Yeah, it should have.
Oh, my God. That's funny.
While you do this, can I get up and just check, make sure he's not halfway off the bed?
Yeah, Thanks. Go for it. Hurry up.
Listen, I'm going to walk Uber slow.
Okay.
You want to check? Okay, thank you. Oh,
that belongs to it, but we're going to move on to...
Stupid news.
Thank you, Joey.
Stupid news.
I don't know. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm uber excited about talking about this. I don't know why.
But you put American killed by isolated tribe.
I know.
And stupid news.
I understand how it sounds, but let me tell the story. Okay, thank you. Let me read the story first, and I'm gonna tell you why it was stupid. Why I think it's stupid.
Okay.
It's not stupid the way you think it's stupid. Okay.
Okay.
So, an American killed by an isolated tribe on remote Indian island. A young American adventurer and evangelist visiting one of the islands in India's remote cluster of Andaman and Nicobar has been killed by a tribe of hunter-gatherers who live there isolated from the outside world, police said on Wednesday.
People like that still exist.
It's weird to me, too. The North Sentinel Island, which is out of bounds for visitors, is home to the Sentinels, I'm probably saying it wrong, whatever, community believed to be the last pre-Neolithic tribe in the world. The American, identified as 26-year-old John Allen Chow, was killed after being illegally ferried to the island by fishermen. Deepinder Pathak, the director. Trust me, I used the one name and that was it. After that, anyway, a murder case has been registered against unknown persons. The fishermen had been arrested. A Coast Guard vessel with police and experts on the tribe had gone to scout the island and formulate a plan to recover John's body. John made 2 or 3 trips to the island by canoe from November 15th, making contact with the tribe but returning to his boat. He told the fishermen on November 16th he would not come back from the island and instructed them to return home and pass on some handwritten notes he had made to a friend. Okay, this is why I think it's stupid. Okay. You knew you were not coming back. You knew something went down. Okay? That's why it's stupid. So anyway, the next morning they saw his body being dragged across a beach and buried in the sand. A source with access to John's notes said John had taken scissors, safety pins, and a football as gifts to the tribe. Like, what are they going to do with scissors? Anyway, in his notes, the source said John wrote that some members of the tribe were good to him while others were very aggressive. I have been so nice to them. Why are they so angry and aggressive? The source quoted John saying. The source, who asked not to be named, said John wrote that he was doing this to establish the kingdom of Jesus on the island. Do not blame the natives if I am killed. That's stupid news. You knew you were going there. You knew, first of all, it's illegal to go there.
Right.
It's illegal. You're not. There's reasons why you're not allowed to go there.
Right.
They were already aggressive to you once. They're like, listen, you're a dumbass kid. We're gonna let you go this time, but you want to come back and bring me scissors and.
So he went there as like a missionary.
Yes.
And like in the old days, like when they were.
He wanted to save their souls because they don't know anything about Jesus.
Because they're heathens, in his opinion. Yeah.
I feel bad and this and that, but
I don't feel bad.
I feel that's why it's called stupid news, because you knew what was going to go down. You visit there a few times. It is illegal to go there. I'm sure there's not signs there, but I'm sure, like, even the people that took him there, the fishermen, they probably told him, listen, dude, listen.
Yo, they might have told him, but they still took him there.
Yeah.
But then I guess money talks, so.
Grilled Cheese from Yahoo wrote, he went to the island to... Isn't that funny? I don't know why I never think of things like that. I get stuck with Holls. I want to be named Grilled Cheese.
She says, what do I think about that? I get stuck with Holls.
So Grilled Cheese wrote, he went to the island to establish the kingdom of Jesus, and the native people there promptly arranged for him to actually meet Jesus. Win-win.
Oh, jeez, I can't right now. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know what's funnier, the fact that that's what he said, it makes sense, or the grilled cheese, or the fact it's called grilled cheese.
I like grilled cheese. I like it.
Oh my god, I make a mean grilled cheese. Do you? I do. The boys love the grilled cheese that I make.
Where's my fucking grilled cheese?
It depends how you like it. What I do is I put I put a little bit of butter down on the thing, and I warm it up until it gets hot. So slightly toasted. I flip it around, put the cheese on it. Okay,
the cheese on what?
On the bread.
Okay.
So here's the bread.
But right? Do you put the bread? Do you put butter on the bread too?
Yeah.
Okay.
The butter is what I butter. It's warmed up in butter.
Okay.
So I put butter. It's like this. It warms up. I flip it, put the cheese on top, put the other bread on top. Okay. And before I flip it again, put more butter there. And it's delicious.
And it's nice and buttery.
Oh yeah. It's buttery. It's not dry. It's delicious.
Is it crispy on the outside?
Yeah. Because I'm using the actual flat iron to toast it on the.
Sounds so yummy.
Pan, as opposed to toasting both bread and throwing cheese under it and microwaving it.
Ew, who does that?
That's how I used to when I was a kid. You would toast both pieces of bread, okay, lightly toast it, put the cheese in it, and shove it in the microwave. And that's how you grilled cheese it. That's how I did it when I was a kid.
Oh, that is terrible. I feel bad for you.
The grilled cheese, the way I make it now is the way I learned when I was the fry cook at Silver Gull. That's how they wanted us to do it. You grill it, turn it, because it made the cheese melt faster, because the top of the bread is really hot. It's with butter. The butter melts it. You put a little thing on it. It warms it up. Flip it over. Warm it up. Good to go. Cut it in half. Delicious. And I figured out how to make it here on the stovetop. So it's really good. And I'm gonna put that we had a grilled cheese tangent.
That is not
in
the.
thing. That is
okay.
what. So, well, how do we get into that?
I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know, but damn. Oh, because his grilled cheese is his name.
Oh yeah, grilled cheese cooking tangent.
Okay. So anyway,
Listen, guys, don't hate on us because we have to edit our script on the fly. So when I have to do all the,
stuff.
we know what we talked about because
That's right.
That's how we do it. Okay.
And if you have an issue with it, piss off.
Or email us at friendswithissues@gmail.com. All right.
Are you ready for this?
Not really, man. My heart's pounding actually because it's been as it is now. It's been what, 2 weeks?
I don't even. You should know
It's
how
been
many
it's-
days and
it's
hours.
been 2 weeks, okay, and I don't know. Okay. No.
Can you pause it?
No. We'll be right back after these messages.
Halls,
I can look where the f*** I want to look.
Vibe.
I mean, do you even really care?
Tune in to what critics are calling rude but entertaining. A breath of dysfunctional fresh air. A train wreck you can't listen to. The Friends with Issues podcast, now playing on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and SoundCloud apps.
And we're back. Well, we ran out of time. I'm pretty sure you guys hear that in the background. Look at how he face. Listen, we're gonna have to say to be continued. Holls, would you like to say something on behalf of Travis
No.
or not? We here at Friends with Issues apologize for Travis is crying. He needs to go back to sleep. So.
Come here, look.
Pick him up.
You want to look at yourself
Pick
while
him
you're
up.
crying? Come here, look.
Is he doing? What is he doing?
Yes. Look.
Look at yourself.
Look.
Look, who's that? Who's that?
Look, is that you crying? I don't care, do you?
No, doesn't care.
I
Alright,
don't know.
so
Are you cold? Come on. No, you
let him get down. Alright, so we're gonna wrap this up right here. This is part 1. Stay tuned to part 2 of episode 20 as we will get into my wedding fail, strangers trying to make money off of a little boy, North Carolina school with widespread chickenpox outbreak, and our conspiracy files. Next time on Friends with Issues, I'm Vibe, and remember,
always wear protection.
Got something to say? Email friendswithissues@gmail.com. This is an audio production of Vibe Revelation Studios, the cure for your common day. VibeRevStudios.com.